हेलो फ्रेंड्स, बात करते हैं आज हम लोग बायोलॉजिकल एनर्जी सोर्स के बारे में। दोस्तों, बायोलॉजिकल एनर्जी सोर्स में बायोफ्यूल्स आता है, बायोमास, बायोगैस, जियोथर्मल, हाइड्रो पावर, सोलर एनर्जी, टाइडल पावर, वेव पावर। दीज आर द बायो एनर्जी फ्यूल्स। बायो एनर्जी दोस्तों क्या होता है, जैसे कि आपको पता है कि बायो एनर्जी हमारा एक प्रकार का रिन्यूएबल एनर्जी है जो कि मेड अवेलेबल फ्रॉम मटेरियल्स ड्राइव्ड फ्रॉम बायोलॉजिकल सोर्स। बायोमास इज any organic material which has stored sunlight in the form of a chemical energy as fuel. It may be include wood waste, straw and other crop residue, manure, sugarcane and many of other byproducts from variety of agriculture process. It is most narrow sense, it is a synonym is a biofuel, which is a fuel derived from biological source. In its broader sense, it includes biomass, the biological material used as a biofuels, as well as social, economic, scientific, and technical fields associated with using biological source of energy. This is the amount of misconception as bioenergy is the energy extracted from the biomass, as the biomass is the fuel and the bioenergy is the energy contained in the fuel. सॉलिड बायोमास आप देख सकते हो, सिंपल यूज ऑफ बायोमास फ्यूल का, combustion of wood for heat, sugarcane plantation to produce ethanol in Brazil, a CHP power station using wood supply 30,000 households in France. So one of the advantages of biomass fuel is that it is often byproduct, residue or waste product of other process such as framing, animal husbandry and forestry. In a theory, this means that there is no competition between fuel and the food production. Although this is not only always the case, land use, existing biomass industries, and relevant conversion technology must be considered when evaluating sustainability of developing biomass as a feedstock for energy. Biomass is the material derived from recently living organisms, which includes plants, animals, and their byproducts. Manure, garden waste, and crop residue are all source of biomass. It is a renewable energy source based on the carbon cycle, unlike the natural resource such as the petroleum, coal, and nuclear fuels. Another source include animal waste, which is the presented and unavoidable pollutant produced by primarily by the animal house in industrial size frame. There is also agriculture product specify being grown for biofuel production. These include corn and soya beans, and to some extent willow and switch grass on a pre-commercial research level primarily in the US. Rapeseed, wheat, sugar beets and willow primary Europe, sugarcane in Brazil, palm oil and miscanthus in Southeast Asia. Biomass can be converted to other usable form of energy like methane gas or transportation fuels like ethanol and biodiesel. Rotting garbage and agriculture and human waste all release methane gas, also called landfill gas or biogas. Crops such as corn and sugarcane can be fermented to produce the transportation fuel ethanol. Biodiesel, another transportation fuel, can be produced from leftover food products like vegetables, oils, and animal fats. Also, biomass to liquids and cellulose ethanol and still under research. Sewage biomass. The use of municipal and household waste is on the forefront of the new source for biomass and is largely discredited source on which new research is being conducted for the use of energy production. A new bioenergy sewage treatment process is aimed to developing countries is now on the horizon. The Omni process is a self sustaining process which uses the sea waste solid as fuel to convert sewage waste water into drinking water and electrical energy. Sewage sludge is a point of focus is current research for developing bioenergy from biomass. The large quantity being produced by a household at a continuous rate presents an opportunity to extract valuable compounds contained within it which can be used to produce bioenergy. The main form of bioenergy being produced from sea waste in methane, but producing other form is still being researched. The uses of the use of sewage to produce methane reduce the amount of waste put into landfills. Its cost to transportation and disposals and also keeps a large amount of gas out of the atmosphere as more able to capture. Electricity generation for biomass. The biomass used for electricity production range by region. Forest byproducts such as the wood residue and popular in US. Agriculture waste is common in Maldives and Southeast Asia. Animal husbandry residues such as the poultry litter and popular in the UK. Electricity from sugarcane biogas in Brazil. This is the plant diagram. Sucrose amount of little more than 30% of chemical energy stored in the mature plant, 35% in the leaves and stem tips, which are left in the fields during harvest, and 35% are in the fibrous material left over the pressing. Electricity from electromagnetic microorganism. Another form of bioenergy can be attained from the microbial fuel cells, in which chemical energy stored in the wastewater or soil is converted directly into electrical energy via the metabolic process of electromagnetic microorganism. The power generation capability of this technology have not been found to be economical viable till date. However, this technology has been found to be more useful for chemical treatment process and student education. Environmental impact. Some form of the forest bioenergy have recently come under the fire from number of environmental organizations including Greenpeace and the Natural Resource Defense Council for the harmful impact they can have on forest and climate. Thanks for watching and sharing.